And you are basically saying that you are coming to persecute me here and to get me off the way. And that you are assuring the Speaker of the National Assembly and Kenyans at large to put their TVs on. I hope this one is also on, can put it on, to hear how the Senate is going to grill me. And you actually compared, you had some biblical anecdote about Jesus and Barnabas, and you are saying that in the Bible they crucified the wrong person, but this time around you are going to crucify the right one. Before I give my report on the issues that have been raised, I wish to request to be allowed to raise just a few issues, maybe before we proceed. One is that this is the first time I'm appearing before the Senate committee on such a very short notice.
Proceed, Governor.
Yeah, the letter was written on 30th, which was a Friday, followed by a weekend. Sunday was a public holiday, meaning Monday was a holiday. On Tuesday, I had another engagement here in Nairobi at a court case here. So it means that I was only having Wednesday to look at these issues. I don't know why this appears to be hurried, because it's like we're just given about 3 days to look into these issues. If you want us to give a comprehensive report, really, of course, we needed more time. Number two, the issues that are being raised by the committee actually are already subject of the County Assembly of Nzoia. Agriculture Committee, almost word for word, the CEC has that communication. Now, I'm wondering how this matter, again, was transmitted to the Senate, yet it's already with the County Assembly. Number three, Mr. Chairman, you raised some issues over the weekend about my appearance here. They were very strongly worded statements. And you are basically saying that you are coming to persecute me here and to get me off the way. And that you are assuring the Speaker of the National Assembly and Kenyans at large to put their TVs on. I hope this one is also on, can put it on, to hear how the Senate is going to grill me. And you actually compared, you had some biblical anecdote about Jesus and Barnabas, and you are saying that in the Bible they crucified the wrong person, but this time around you are going to crucify the right one. Basically, you've made your conclusion that I am guilty. So really, I'm wondering, what are we going through? Is it some kind of choreographed charade, or what is it all about? Of course...
Chairperson, excuse me.
Order.
Excuse me, Chairperson.
Order.
Is in governor defending himself, or he is here to answer the questions?
Order, Vice Chairman. Maintain your cool.
The Senate Committee, Mr. Chairman.
Governor, just a little bit.
Yes.
My friend, Vice Chair, this is a session of the Senate. It's official. And whatever we do here is like the official sitting headed by the Speaker of the Senate. And therefore, the governor has all the right to put forward his reservations, and we shall deal with it and proceed with the matter. Thank you, Governor. Proceed.
Yes. Mr. Chairman, I'm saying this because a Senate committee has quasi-judicial powers. It's like if I decide to come here, you can actually issue someone that can be arrested and be brought here. That's how serious the Senate committee is. It's not just a talk shop. And when we come here, we can discuss very serious issues. So if the chair of a committee has made such remarks in public, what chance do I stand for fairness? Will it be a fair hearing? if a magistrate or a judge were to make such a remarks in public about an accused person going to appear before them, I think the logical thing to do, if the judge made those remarks in the heat of the moment, I think it's just reasonable for the judge to recuse himself. For what I'm trying to say is that I'm actually requesting the chair, because of those strong views that he holds about me, that he recuses himself from these proceedings. Because justice must not only be done, but also be seen to be done. I'm already judged. You go to his platform on social media. He's on fire. People have already concluded that we messed up the procurement process of this maize. So really, are we just going through some kind of sham process? Yeah, I'm ready to proceed, but not under these circumstances, where a pronouncement has already been made on my guilt or otherwise.
Thank you.
And then, of course, lastly, I don't know if it's relevant, we received a set of issues that we are supposed to respond to. But then, it could be a rumor that, again, the chair and a cabal of other people sat and generated a list of another 23 questions that are going to be raised here. I have the list here. And I want to sincerely say that if those questions are raised here, I'll politely ask to be excused. Because the Senate cannot be a platform where people out there transmit their views through honorable members. So these questions are here. We were given about 23 of them. So if any of them is raised, Honorable Chair, I'll politely ask to be excused. Because then it's true that I've come here to be persecuted, like Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
And if you can allow me, I can play that clip, because it appears that honorable members are not aware. I can play it. The exact words that you said.
You have put your case. The members have ears and have eyes to judge. Honorable members,
let me go first, Chair. I'll actually tell the governor, I'm actually surprised because I didn't hear of the clip. But when I sit here as a competent senator and too as a member of this committee, committed to ensure that the business that we transact here, this being a house of record, is done fairly. And I can assure you that I wasn't aware that there was any prior preempting of the situation. But having said that, you also indicated that the notice that you were given was very short. You have a right to lie to the committee and request for more time. That's a privilege that you have. That's a right that you have. And I'm trying to look at the documents I have here. I don't seem to have anything that says or indicates that you felt the time was short. You still have that right even now to request that you be given more time. That one is a privilege that you have, and you can still use it. And I want to assure you, Governor, that we do not sit here to prosecute anybody. We don't do that. I personally, I come from Rima where men are truthful, and at times very truthful. And I can tell you that I come here because I want to follow up the matter, because I have relatives who live in your county, and they would want to see us follow the matter up, but not prosecute anybody. And I think it's a high time that we Kenyans learn to leave politics out of every business that we do. Some of these things we do them because we would want to make each other better, we would want to make systems better, we would want to make service delivery better to the Kenyans, and we want to ensure that Kenyans get value for money. A way that Kenyans have learned of learning away from some of the things is bringing politics into it. But Governor, I'm not sitting here for that reason. I don't want to believe that sitting next to me here is a professor in law, and I do think and believe that his commitment to ensure that we serve justice in this country, he should be the last person who would sit here to prosecute or persecute anybody. And I want to assure you that I didn't come here for that reason. And I think, Chair, let me submit at that.
Thank you. Professor?
Chair, thank you. Chair, I have heard the concerns of the governor. I just want to address one issue, a legal issue on oversight. And you have talked about primary oversight. We have two forms of oversight, primary oversight and secondary oversight. And in terms of the decision of the Supreme Court on the question of oversight, what the Supreme Court has held is that all forms of oversight, both forms, either by the County Assembly or Senate, can take place either at the same time or at level, because the County Assembly may interrogate a matter on different aspects. I do not know what they are doing on this question, but that would not stop Senate from interrogating the matter or asking questions. Number two, I think you preempted an outcome based on what you perceive to have seen or heard from public rallies that I don't think members know anything about, or most I do not personally know about. I did not see what clips you are talking about, but I thought the issues are so specific because they relate to procurement or dealings under the Mbegu program, and we'll ask very specific questions. And I think the rules of this House are that if you are unable to respond to a question, you will simply say so as we move on. So I thought you'd let the process go on, and then if there are issues of concern, then you can raise them as we go on. But of course, I'm also alive to the fact that, as you have said, if you did not have enough time to respond, you would have then said that you request for another date because you are not ready to respond, because you've referred to 23 questions. You have alluded to possible 23 questions that we do not know about ourselves on our part. You make it difficult for us because we do not know whether, because once I listen to your submission, I will ask a question on various aspects. And I do not know whether those fall within question number 5 or 6 or 7 of the schedule that you have. So allow us who are open to fairness, and I don't think that the chair has said that he would be prejudiced, because it's a committee. We're all here. We will ask questions. And unless you feel completely ill-prepared, I think the best way is to interrogate the issues, proceed with them, and then we do a report in the end. Because finally, remember, a report of this committee will find its way to the House under the standing orders, and all members will have to deliberate. I'm sure you have your able senator here as well. I do not know what political platform both of you stand on. Maybe you're both in the same platform, I do not know. But I think we have a whole set of 68 senators who deliberate on all these issues, and it cannot be said that we can all decide that would be unfair to you merely because you perhaps share a different opinion. I also note that you have referred to, even if some of these matters are under other processes, it is fair that Senate, remember agriculture is a devolved function under Schedule 4 of the Constitution, that we deal with this program, or we deal with these questions, and then we'll come up with a fair report. And I think avenues for challenging the report are there, but it is important that we continue with our work as a committee, exercising, as you've said, quasi-judicial powers. Thank you.
Let Senator Abbas give a comment, then I come.
Chair, I think if truly the matter was discussed outside this meeting, all earlier than what the way Governor said, and the Governor is also saying that we have not given him enough time, and there's so many questions here. I don't know whether the Governor can be able to prove to this committee that this meeting was preempted, the public process. You have proof?
Mr. Chairman, I raised that matter because, not because I've not ready to answer the question, because these are things that we did. I can even answer if you ask me today, I'll answer tomorrow because I've got all the information. All I'm saying is that the process must be fair. I have come here today, not as a governor, but as a man. Because what the chair said challenged me as a man, as a Bukusu man, who is now appearing before men, other men to be persecuted. Had I chickened out on account I didn't have enough time, I'll be finished today. So I'm here more.
Sorry, the chair.
Can we just play that clip so you all hear what he said? Because the clip is there, the chair is here. What is the harm of playing the clip? We have it.
You have the clip?
We have the clip. It's just about 2 minutes clip. It's not a long one.
Honorable Chair, Honorable Governor, and Senator Bass, when was the letter sent?
The letter was sent on Friday, 30th.
At what time?
I sent it to the PA at 6:38. Yeah.
Okay. Then we proceed. Mondigi, and then we go back to what Governor is talking about.
Chairperson, my name is Senator Alexander Munyi Mondigi, Senator of Bungoma County. As a senator, we are here for transparency because of oversight. All of us, we are human beings. What Governor is saying today was more on my side. To fairness, I'm supporting the governor to be given time, because even if we are going to give him 1 month, 1 month will be finished, become our end. 2 months will come our end. So it is good to be heard. I'm supporting the governor to be heard, but the governor, it is good to understand. All of us, we are here for oversight. We are neutral. We need the worker to be perfect. I'm supporting.
Chair, I think I have not completed my questions. Chair, with all due respect and with all fairness, if the governor, what he's saying is true, I think personally I will say that we need to give more time to the governor. And if the pronouncement is there, then I think you as a chair, maybe you will not be fair to this governor. Let's be honest. So if we agree, the other step aside for this meeting.
Chairman, that's not for all of us. Senator, it is
Mondigi,
good to understand.
Senator Mondigi.
It is good for us to decide.
Senator Mondigi.
So I think, sorry for that, I don't pronounce myself. We give the chairman, the governor time to step out. Sorry, I think I made a misread, to step out, and then the committee discuss on what to do. Sorry about that.
Let me also add my voice.
Sorry,
thank you.
I want the out of record that not to you to step aside. The governor to step out, and then we'll discuss.
Thank you very much. I also want to concur with my colleague, Senator, because should there have been matters that were discussed outside here, then as members we need to be appraised of that, because it's also important for us also to know what transpired before. So I think, Chair, if you find it fit, maybe to let Governor and his team step out, and then we as a committee deliberate on that, and then we can come up with a way forward.
Yes, Professor?
Chair, if I may clarify you, I think the clerk said they sent the notice on Thursday.
Friday.
On Friday. To the PA. So that would mean Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So today would be the 7th day. Yes. That would be the 7th day. But the question is whether there is adequate response, whether you feel ready to proceed. That's the other point. Because I'm sure you Governor, I know that there may have been a court order barring you from visiting the county.
No.
Or you are in office.
Yes.
Then you're good to go.
No, we are prepared.
But
we are prepared to go, Prof. You are a lawyer.
Yes, of course I am.
The chair cannot appear to be biased. And the chair cannot appear to be working on behalf of somebody who is not inside this committee. And I'm just begging, very, very humbly,
Governor,
that if we step out, let that clip be played when we are out. Make your own judgment.
But Governor, I do not know whether you are a who is a Bukusu man here? Are you the Bukusu man, or
the chair is a Bukusu man. I'm equally a Bukusu man. And Bukusus know when one Bukusu man has elected another one as a man, not as a governor.
So your view is that you're being challenged as a man?
I've come here as a man.
Oh,
We invited the governor, not the Bukusu man.
So, but we are ready to proceed. When our colleague we can play that clip, can go out, you listen to it, make your own conclusion.
I want to agree with members that our good governor steps out with this team, and the committee of the Senate and Secretariat to stay put. And the media, we can allow you to have fresh air, then you'll come back.